Welcome back to Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk. The 30th Annual World Crown 300 is coming up on July 4th at Gresham Motorsports Park in Jefferson, Georgia, and this year's race is one of the most anticipated in many years. We're joined now by Dan Elliott, the General Manager of Gresham Motorsports Park, from trackside at the Speedway. Dan, what can fans expect when they come through the gates at Gresham on July 4th?
I think you can expect the unexpected. It's always the way it's been for this race, and I don't think that tradition will end anytime soon, but expect a lot of excitement, and at the end of the night, expect a lot more excitement with the fireworks.
Dan, it's the 30th Annual World Crown. How special is that?
You know, the fact that the World Crown has been here for 30 years is incredible enough itself, but as racing continues to grow, as it continues to change, the evolution continues, but 30th Annual means a lot to me just in the fact of the history of the drivers that have been here for this event, and that won't change either because you've got so many new drivers that are coming in, so many experienced drivers that are still running here, so we expect that to be one of the factors that will draw a lot of fans, new talent, new drivers, the older experienced drivers.
Now, with the race going back to its original format, 300 laps, live pit stops, what kind of a race can we expect?
That's going to be a hard one to call because I know that every time that we've changed formats, every time that we've done something different, coming back to the 300 laps, the excitement is what I think is going to continue to be the same, is that level. But, you know, coming back to the traditional format, a lot of people like the pit stops, like the fact that you had live pit stops, could see the action on pit road, and also to the strategies of the teams and what they're going to do on the pit stops. Will they take tires? Will they take fuel? What are they going to do? Will they pit? Will they not pit? How long will they run on tires? I think the strategy is going to be the key thing of this race, of how much testing our team's going to do for the fact that this is going to be a race that will start somewhere in the 7 o'clock, 7:15 range for the super late models. How much strategy is going to come into play just because of what the temperatures are, the change between the daytime temperatures and the nighttime temperatures? How will the track change? What is my strategy going to be for that? And I think that in itself is the most unknown of everything, because we don't do any testing, haven't done any testing beyond about 8 o'clock. So none of the teams really know what it's going to do. And also, too, if you could pan to the right and see the track down there, you would see that we had a drift event here on Mother's Day that really did rubber up the turns in 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 remains unchanged. So you've got to know that that may make a difference in the fact that the groove may change in turns 3 and 4, and 1 and 2 will remain the same. So don't know. That's another thing that may play into this. But I know it's going to be exciting on the track and off the track. 300 laps, live pit stops, the action, and then coming up then the fireworks afterwards.
Now, Dan, the World Crown is a traditional Georgia race, and how appropriate is it this year that you have Slack Auto Parts, itself a longtime Georgia company, on board to sponsor the race?
You know, Slack Auto Parts, been around a lot longer than the World Crown has, a really well-known family from the Gainesville-Hall County area, and the stores known throughout North Georgia. I couldn't have handpicked a better sponsor for this event than Slack Auto Parts. A great family, a great auto parts store, and a great benefit to racing itself, because they've been involved from, I know my dad was doing business with Henry's dad in the 60s, and most of that was doing work on racing engines, whether it be machining or parts. So going back, it's a great fit, and the Slack family, the Slack Auto Part family, couldn't ask for a better sponsor.
Okay, Dan, take a look in your crystal ball and tell me, who do you think will be the person to beat when it comes to winning the World Crown?
You know, that's a deadly question right there, because that's one I don't believe I can answer. You may answer that one, but I don't know who to pick, because you've got a selection of great cars, great drivers, and I think the thing that I can't determine right now is who is going to be around at the end, the strategies, and I think that this one maybe a little bit more unique in the fact that the strategies are going to play into it a lot more than in the years past.
Okay, Dan, where do folks need to go for information and to buy tickets?
You know, all you got to do is go to www.racegmp.com or call us at the ticket office or the office up here, 706-367-9461. And don't forget to go into Slack Auto Parts for your discount coupon for your adult ticket or your senior military. Don't forget also that Kipper Tool is giving away 500 tickets to the military families, active and non-active, and first come, first served on race day. And we've got lots of things going on that day for people to see and do. And we've got 2 other races coming up after that. We got July 20th is the JEGS 100, and then August 10th, Peach State Freightliner 125. Last of the Southern Super Series races here for the track at Jefferson.
Dan Elliott, General Manager of Gresham Motorsports Park. Dan, thanks for being with us, and we'll see you on July 4th.
We'll see you at the races.
And don't forget, folks, the 30th Annual World Crown 300 coming up July 4th. For more info, visit racegmp.com. That's going to do it for us this week here on Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk. We'll be back on the air on July 12th with coverage of the World Crown 300 along with coverage of the Pass South Super Series late models from Anderson Motor Speedway. Remember, for the latest racing news, you can visit us online at raceweekillustrated.com. You can follow us on Facebook or on Twitter, and you can contact us via email at garagetalk@raceweekillustrated.com. Until next time, I'm Brandon Reed. This is Raceweek Illustrated Garage Talk, and we'll see you at the races.